Oh no. Oh, a tricycle? It's what I've always wanted. Hey everyone. Welcome. Oh, fuck yeah. All right. Winter is upon us. Because of this cold, we huddle together for warmth, hands numb from holding our pens, pencils, or technological expression devices. Here in the back room, we can see our breath. The heat sources battle against Jack Frost in all of his fury. I hope y'all are bundled up. I am planning on getting another space heater. I want to keep this space as warm as I can. These winter months are rough for everyone involved. Oh wow, like that. There we go. That works. I am very grateful to see all of you who made the trek out this week. I would say this is maintenance time, because it is. We have lots of new and exciting things coming in these next few months. It is awesome. I'm really excited. We listen to each other shiver as we speak our words. We keep active, ready for anything. Tonight is gonna rock. Because this is Page 2 Poetry at the Cush Cafe! I am your host and cryogenically revived overlord, James Otter. I have recently created the official Page 2 Poetry YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. Tell your friends, loved ones, all of them. It will help this in a major way. I will be filming tonight. In fact, I'm filming right now. Yesterday, in the early hours, I posted last week's video. It took me much longer than planned. In fact, it took me like 3 hours to get it online. Isn't that crazy? But it's up right now if you want to check it out. You know, just look for Page 2 Poetry on YouTube.
Better quality than the old videos.
Oh yeah, it's really high quality. It's good stuff. Anyway, who here is excited to be back on YouTube?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah! All right, can I get a fuck yeah?
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! All right, it's time for the rules. The rules. Stand it. All right, you get 8 minutes of poetry fun. And then after that, I'll do something unpredictable. Number 2, by getting on this stage, you consent to be filmed for the YouTube audience. And our final rule, no interrupting the poet or anybody on this stage. And of course, you know, no hate speech. That goes without saying. That's it. Anyway, I have a throwback poem from last year. Can I get one more fuck yeah for Page 2 Poetry? Fuck yeah, fuck yeah, fuck yeah! All right. All right. Wow, I got back on stage really fast. All right, I think this is Santa Satan. Not sure if I've ever read this to anyone, so here we go. I better tell you quick, while the light is still dim enough. Going out on a nightly walk isn't really in my best interest. The causeways have been broiling hot, and you should well know. Smothering a red-hot piece of wrapped iron is best done quickly with your inflating fingers. The air is sour. Not bittersweet, just sour. I can smell the poison brewing. Curiosity, that dastardly obsession. I need to understand. It's not good to know things. Someone has been following me to this little innocent poetry reading a person with a grizzled piece to speak. And they don't want to say it in words. No, they want to say it in actions. And they are waiting for you. Could be anybody. But their tongue is hot. And they want what you have, so guard yourself. Santa is watching. Scratching that red nose of his. Staring with his wide, unblinking, doughy eyes. The fat man has grown tired of lists. And he uses other things. That's why we still have coal mines and barbecues. Because the old jolly bastard understands industry. Santa believes the world should be punished for bratty children and bratty people. And it's his elves that sign the contracts. I shudder to have even assumed staying inside would help anyone, because Big Jolly Bastard is still watching, hungrily feasting on our baked, sugar-free, gluten-free circles. Nobody is brave enough to take him on. He has technology from an older time, a time ancient, more ancient than man, woman, child, or goldfish person. Santa was never young. In fact, he was born backwards. Santa just kind of showed up in the northern pole. It was Santa's heart that froze that great north. Hard to compute being born backwards. It does happen. Santa has invaded the dreams of many innocent terrestrial human life forms, and it's tragic. Because he doesn't just know if you have been naughty or nice. He knows who you love, and he can hurt them. Santa has been a threat to human life for about 1,266 years. Words on the subground is, he lost a bet. A winged ferryman, or as they call them, angles. It just so happened this angle was right. A right angle, oh my bad. I mean angelfish person. Santa lost that bet, and he was forced to perv the local malls with a secret purpose. He was brought in. He was trained up by unknown neutral demonic forces to laugh a simple, jolly reverse orgasm. Oh, 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 I get it now. Xmas it's ruined. It's ruined. Or is it? Who knows? It's only the 13th, and the days grow ever smaller, tiny morsels of what they should have been, what they should be. That was a poem. Yes. Now who's next? Hold on. Yeah, sure, okay. Alright. You're ending the show. Oh yeah, and we're filming right now. Say hi to YouTube, because in the future, maybe like 10 of us will watch this later. Jacob! Jacob! Come on up here! Jacob! Take away!
Hi. Feel like gotten over some stuff today. It's a big roller coaster of emotion and I am clean.
Okay.
Wait.
I don't know what you said, but okay.
I'm clean. I feel a lot cleaner than the gunky feeling I was feeling earlier, and I have forgiven myself. I've forgiven myself for being a mean mouth person. And it's okay to surround yourself with people that you love. It's okay to surround yourself. So I opted to slow and instill my self-respect. So I opted to slow and instill my self-respect. Back to kindergarten. Freeing, teething, open, boogers, toothing, fruited, with ample timing. How that comes together like some night coming together and taking two with it. That action should delight me. You know him. I'm not mad, just humbled. Throbbing, corpse, stoked, torqued, twisted, horizontal. Time washed, sand stoned in glass taxidermic needle. Okay. Well, that's all I got to say about that.
Taxidermic needle.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not turning you up, man.
Turn it up. Get some quiet pants.
Yoy, 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 yoy. I emptied my chance of freezing pain. I love her. Do you? It over. I couldn't be saying I returned. I returned the brain. After brain just, I rested until it was ever strong game. It is not on. I'm feeling. What is wrong? You ever told me what is going on? It's web, colon, it's conda into a shape that I wasted. It shaped. It's wasted. I can't believe how over it feels. I'm just waiting for the ride back. I'm just going into I can't give up. I'm going and waiting at the same wait. I'm stopping for you. I'm telling you it's not okay. I'm telling you it's fine to say what is going on, but I am proboxinated. Poemi, orm. I'm excited to be back on your tube. Something spontaneous, predictable, tame ya dictable, lashed power to a energic perpetuator, promulgating, pollinated, bumbinize me, Capian, the causewave's door in a skywall. Same, like same in a way that reminds similarly towards homogeneous sameness. Clasping the saying like I'm responsible. I am responsible. I am cooling hot tools tonight. Wide, unblinking dome eyed closer in reminder that I don't have to put out effort to stress about affairs. Closing mind, narrower, fucked mind, chugging synadrift, elix murder. Heart to unravipped and laplow, I am able to trust the young, untainted love I stare into before finally kissing myself free of dependent demons. Rejeculation. Rejeculation. Probably won't work, but Anna, do you want to go to the Full Moon Art Barn sauna party with me? Right now? Good night.
What was that last thing? About an art bar?
Sauna party, right?
That sounds amazing.
Starting pretty soon.
I want to go. That sounds awesome. I mean, I know you invited Anna, but like, could I like third wheel it up with you?
Yeah.
Can I like what? And I like hang out in the back, like, will you guys have conversation and like not have anything to say. Anyway, that's right, Steven.
T-Bone.
That's what you said again.
Yeah.
Thanks, good.
Yeah.
Alright, take it away.
You know, James, actually telepathically we all project levity in the brevity of our temporality. Did you get that? In the brevity of our temporality. Right. I don't read on stage. Okay, I never read on stage.
Second time reading on stage.
Alright, hold on. I don't know how to do it. Alright, screw it. Here seeking absolution. In my dreams I'm fighting for a cause that I'm still trying to figure out in my days, and then I awake and I yawn. Every sight I related to something I don't understand. My mind's been lifted or dropped to a strange land and place where everything and nothing makes sense. Am I fighting myself inside? Am I scared to die? Am I scared to change? I'm not sure anymore. My attention left my life and added to the skies, and now I can see the ground where I left myself with a frown in a crowd, seemingly to be the same dream, the struggling scene of humanity. Who am I to be? I seek to be free, but still I'm blind to what binds me. I put so much weight on nonsensical things, I'm playing games with myself that I've lost and I've won. But inside, where innocence lies, thy whispers and wishes I would listen. I am this person that is speaking. Listen, I'm pleading. Let me try and do something else. It's a cinematic phantasm that's going across my mind. Some say it's magnificent and some say it's a reflection. There's a great mirror held up in front of our eyes. Can you see the constellation? Just look up into the skies and you'll see your own mind through your own cognition. Wake up inside of your dreams and find lucidity. Come fly with me as I aloft from tree tops to trees or across seas. I play with the dolphins and I float like the leaves. Now I will be the metamorphosis, more like the flame to a moth to a candle. I am the phoenix. This is the one that is rising. Now sun never sets, like I said before, still always on the horizon. There's a semiotic relationship to this linguistic that you definitely do understand because you do depict. It's your reciprocity and even understanding ones that don't even know what I'm saying and can possibly could be still relate to this cinematic scene like a phantasm going by me inside of my dreams, and I wake from this reality and say grace and peace and thanks for having me. What's up, YouTube?
Good job. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, energy. Energy. Man, see, that's quality improv right there. Oh, man. This is cool. Look at all of you. Look at each other. Take a look. Take a look around. Man. This makes me happy. I'm so happy all of you are here.
We're happy you're here, James.
I'm not here, though.
Oh, okay. You're pretending.
Andrew, come on up here.
Hey, Andrew!
So says my disembodied voice. Howdy.
Godzilla.
This poem is about 2.5 years old, but I have not read it here because it is too long. However, today I'm just going to go ahead and read it until I have to stop. The thing about this poem is that it is about sex, but it is not about sex. So, although I was horny when I wrote it, it's true, I admit it. Physics moves in me. Biology stirs.
Chemistry broods over the medicine. Mind is preparing diligently. A brew to commune with and look at life anew every time. The true will and the tempting will are in a dance where the true will must lead. I shed my skin like a rocket letting go of extra parts. I will be a story that gets stuck in your head sometimes. You will hear my words ringing in your ringing in your ringing in your ears. Echo, echoing and stuttering. You will wet your whistle on them as I have wet my whistle on them, and they will come echoing at the right times. Hear what I was saying by those words. Feel me in the memory during my absence. Undress me if you like, but treat me well. And be sure to tell me what thoughts entered into your mind with me when I showed up. I am here to let my shtick be of service. Why don't you come over here and ride on my shtick? And as you're riding on my stick, I will utilize my abdominal muscles to lean forward, touching chest to chest, and whisper gently, barely above your earlobe. It's all a great shtick, you know, this whole thing. We're just us so we can be us, and most of us are us because we're not them. Look at the peacocks dancing, the mating rituals in kingdoms of bars, the subtlety of human interaction. People wanna get right down to it. They want to say, show me the shtick beneath the shtick. I mean, those are nice slacks or jeans or whatever you're wearing, but there is a shtick under the shtick that people are waiting for. Shaft them with what is normally covered up, and give them a memory to remember. Something about nakedness. It's hard to get nakedness out of your head. So if you are going to be remembered, all you have to do is get good at getting naked in front of people. It's not about sex, though. It's a metaphor of some kind. And the key is loving every edge that makes you the way you are and being ready to do that for others too. And if they cannot do that for you, then fuck them. But if they can do that for themselves, then good for them. See this. This is how you trace those edges and you love them. You close your eyes first, so you're not struck with the judgmental impression that you see imperfections. There aren't any objective imperfections. What will gather crowds of people will aggravate and drive away the crows. So glide across those so-called imperfections like you were mixing up the clouds in midair. Notice the skin is warm and alive. Feel it as the warming hills that fills the air. The space between us, a canyon between our crevices. Here, Let's do a demonstration of that kind of touch. No, I'm kidding. That canyon can be breached by an eruption strong enough, but it will take a seismic shift beneath the ground we both stand in. The collision could hurt, as every part of our two fronts hits. It is worth it to become bigger by becoming closer. The shtick submerged in the thick, succulent earthquake. Quaking inside. Quaking inside. Let's feel what it is to be quaking. And take turns being in charge of the quaking. This is what makes me quake and what my quake feels like. Tectonic shifts uplifts into tsunami waves ominous. The giant undulation reaches up to lick space before plummeting on village idiots who scavenge in my soul. This is what your quake feels like. The tremble grows in you like sitting in a massage chair until you are comfortable enough in your own skin to get your money's worth. Violence is how the earth has been adjusting the scenery for a long time. Crush, thrash, crash, thrush, pull, prick, big, bang, pop, tug, singe, boom, bam! Were all sounds before onomatopoeia was invented and pronounced to mimic them. The tear, the asunder drifting of continents, the boiling in the center of the earth heating patiently to lay waste landscapes. Villages will be swallowed up in morbid desperation. Infants put in cradles on top of shacks will fall. The pillars unbalanced by the boiling flow. But from the dried, hardened destruction that fossilizes baby skeletons, a new habitat will eventually emerge. Nature keeps young by killing herself. Doesn't count suffering a burden, but calls every sensation a description of what it is to be alive. Makes going outside terrifying, so you will be thankful. The violence is coming. You're either in it, just came out of it, or it is coming, and you are waiting. Forearms perched and ankles driven hard into the ground. You lift your chest up and feel the ball between your shoulder blades. Trees that stick, stout, break. Trees that bend, survive. Survive by the flexibility of bending. Learn to dance in the storm, the ground hovering beneath you. Anticipate how it will quake next and time your jump like it's a trampoline to take you to the next level. You may look like an erratic ragdoll, but others will notice the beauty just before they are crushed. This is why drunk drivers live through car wrecks so easily. They didn't tense up. The people they killed tensed up. For their own good, they should not have tensed up. That's the thing about drunkenness. You don't give a shit. So when you're sober, you should cultivate the right kind of not giving a shit that will be good at not getting yourself and others hit. If they had tensed up, they might have broken something. That something broken might have killed them or gave them the paralysis of analysis. It is in their own interest to be fearless in the face of the disastrous, for that can make it less disastrous. I just loosen my abdominal muscles and enjoy the ride and the ride riding this shtick. Look at it. It is pointing your direction. Uh-oh.
Yes.
Oh, man. Vivid imagery, delicious words, epic. So I'm gonna do y'all a solid, because I noticed something. This video of mine, has been to all us lovely tall poets out there, you lovely tall poets. I don't happen to be one of them. And I'll move the microphone over here so you can be seen better. Because I love you guys. Andrew, that was amazing! Amazing! Woo! God damn, this is a good night. Oh man, you're proud people. You guys are fucking gorgeous. Thank you. Anna, come on up here.
Right.
Is anybody out there?
Oh.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello. I guess hi to the invisible YouTube watchers out there. Hi. YouTube. My mom was once like, "Is there a picture on the YouTube? Gotta watch out." Like, all right. Moving on. So yeah, I got some stuff I wrote up as it goes, and some stuff is kind of personal, but I think it's also like important for me and for everybody to like get on those personal levels. So if that happens, I will try to ixnay on the namesay and kind of, yeah, bear with me. Marriage counseling. Don't we need it, everyone? It'll make you feel splendiferous. Just no footsies under the table. Or glare over. Please, eye contact only when requested. Do not overstep each other's boundaries. Remember, everyone is unique. Don't forget it. Stop on your right foot, don't forget it. Give it around town. You have to come after she does. Respect. What are you thinking? Mind and gutter? Hello? Right. She'll arrive fashionably late, of course. And if you think she hasn't, then ask if she has. Over text, in person. Just practice saying to yourself first, I love you. I wrote over my thing in Sharpie on the other page, so that's splendiferous. Okay, how about this one? Dear world, how I do enjoy writing to you and placing bare feet on window framing this place with American flag perched behind tree and ceiling or roof. It's the same thing, but different perspective. And reminded of that one bird, black, just coming into flight, the flight-ridden sky, like a catapult into 1, 2, or 3 pinky toe kisses. Just been feeling claustrophobic. You don't know. I see this, but who else can hear my conscious thoughts better than me? This is truth. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just short on being red. My cheeks, they blush when I'm caught mysterious, just shy of being completely one color, almost like orange. When I eat one in a fall flannel, skinning each burst of vitamins, see the flailing peel repairs me back mellow, yellow. I can barely eat a banana without believing my name called green thumbs, not quite blue, reminded of you being the hidden, vibrant sky color on cloudy days, purple or violet on the barely visible spectrum, but when spanked into bruises. Yet, I enjoy being short. Did you guys get that one? I tried to like take that all the way. I'm just short on being all these different colors, but we are all the different colors just a little bit, and that's just okay. Being, you know. Okay. Stand up comedy for a minute.
Oh,
Am I short enough to do stand up?
go for it.
Totally.
I'll totally giggle.
Thanks, Amy, number one fan. She gives me the shout outs when she's gonna laugh, just in case. Wow.
Just remind me.
Wow, just eating up the time. This is what am I supposed to say? I don't know. Every time I do this, I'm supposed to say something, and then I don't know if it comes out. Alright. Oh God. Oh, the places I'm at in my heart and mind. The togetherness and combined. So odd every time. Mushrooms last night. Loving the moments of breakdown laughter, accompanied by radical nonsense like some vice which comes into awareness. I must keep it there until my love for others affects others' love for me. And I'm just having fun, or am I? Not respecting anyone else because I get bummed out, just because I get to doing what I do, okay? I don't have control over their feelings, so I step back. What did I tell them? I have physical attraction. Who I care about just as much, but their heart cries, jealousy, anger, anticipation, which I just don't want to care. Drags on all around, shed it all. Perhaps I am no victim, but I feel blamed, not irresponsible. I can't step away from them whenever I need or want, just like I can. Just like turning off my phone to say peace. I need time to digest my perspective of mine and of course yours. Yours too. Just step away. But don't forget the true feelings and don't rush it. Even that one's a mystery for me to know and you to find out. But that's it. Wait, this is all? This is it. Caught in between skin and pore like a zit. I'm just a whitehead waiting to pop. The zit is all it. And when exploded, mashed potatoes on the wall, you'd remember this is all? Yes, privileged fall. I'm not tall, but then I am small. What is short without tall? Because we dreamed of each other being our all. Look yeah! We're all tripping in this world.
Yeah.
Where to go or draw? Shy about alone time with my mind. Fuck yeah, anyone else shy about alone time with their own mind? He's tripping. You know? That animalistic, egotistic, and there he goes. Just as we have it. It goes out the same door as we both entered to get where we are, or left. What's right? Steady mind beat. One pulse of blood, and again from pumping heart, badum, times infinity, well, until we're just friends. When you said on the phone, letter by punctuation mark, that we should talk, I picked up my soul first, and then, watching you watch me, observe my being, and of course non-being, then let it go with the flow. So it goes, yo. Drink your coffee, the shit. There's something else. I'm special. I am special. I am special. I am special. Waiting for the recognition. Internal flame feeds off wind, and my community speaks fluently. And oh no, I don't want to say that. Don't make me say it. Oh come on, don't make me say it.
You don't have to say it.
I want to say it.
Okay.
Alright, here we go.
You got 1 minute.
I'm special.
Yeah.
Waiting for recognition, internal flame feeds off of wind, and my community speaks fluently and need math tutor fetish fulfilled, but feel very frustrated today, and people are just their shoes, football, pizza, beer, don't overthink, just my body lingers in infinitum until what happens it will be. Why the grunts of romantic language means sensual lounge dungeon I'm sick to. Men bueno walkie-talkie, and I'm in love, Eugene.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah. God, I am getting filled up on delicious, nutritious poetry. I don't know about all of you. Fuck yeah! All right. Andy, come on up here. And welcome back.
No.
I'm just gonna awkwardly move that.
Awkwardly move the microphone.
Oh no, I mean that stool.
It's doing.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey, thanks.
Glad you got back.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
All right,
Hello.
take it away.
All right. How's everybody doing? How are you guys?
Good to see you.
Good to be seen.
Yeah, my mind is still digesting what I have seen and experienced. It's good to be back, though. Nothing new under the sun. Nothing new. Still we go. Creation calls me forward, ever flowing like the wind before my eyes. Creation calls me forward, all flowing, river to the sea. The rain falls down on me. River it flows to the sea. Rain falls down on me, minding me of oh my God, that's what it is my eyes have seen. This creation fall into a dream. Present, future left to be. And all things turn into the sea. Rain falls down upon me. River it flows to the sea. Rain falls down upon me, minding me of ever flowing as the snow flows into my eyes. The times have gone and come again. 500 years of repression and violence, and nothing to show but one more slap in the face. All we can do is stand here, standing in the face of obsolescence and extinction, recognizing traditions that we have left to be undone here now. 7 council fires, 3 camps, 2 faces, 1 heart beating. We are here to recognize that if we do not stand in the face of mere extinction, that will be nothing left for generations. The earth might reclaim her throne. We will be gone for no more. Life's a poem that I wrote beyond before. This dream opened up a door to the presence future left to be, and all things turn into the sea. The rain falls down on me. The river, it flows to the sea. The rain falls down on me, reminding me of the impermanence. Reminding me of the impermanence of this. Reminding me of impermanence of this. Reminding me of the impermanence of this. Reminding me of the impermanence. Reminding me of the impermanence of this. Reminding me of the impermanence of this. Reminding me of the impermanence of this. Reminding me of permanence of this.
Wow.
Just a note before I go, a lot of maybe what you've seen about the struggle in North Dakota might be incorrect, but it's not just all busting of heads, and it's not just all people clashing against the cops. There's a lot of beautiful things that have happened up there in the north, and yeah, I'm going to be marinating and unfolding on that for a while, but it's good to be back for a minute. Love you guys.
Thanks, Andy.
Love you too, brother. Back for a minute. How long are you gonna be here? Andy, how long are you gonna be here?
I think I'm leaving tomorrow.
You're leaving tomorrow? Well,
Yeah.
Are you going back?
Yeah.
I'm back to Standing Rock. Wow, though.
I'll be back in the spring.
Well, you know,
Wow.
I think it's
Wow.
amazing.
That's heroic.
It is heroic and admirable. Very admirable. You know, I don't feel like there's as much power when I'm sitting and saying things like that. It's like, yeah, I'm just gonna sit down and commend you. But seriously, it's admirable and damn good, and you're making a solid difference. I'm so happy you're here, you know. Wish you were sticking around longer, but you know, you're needed. Fuck yeah. Oh man. I missed your music.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I was listening to, but you know what I mean. Like I missed it while you were gone.
Good to be missed, but it's good to be back.
I'm gonna move this back here. Speaking of which, Amy. Woohoo! If you like to sit, we have stools, we have a chair, we got a tricycle, the drums. Don't sit on the drum.
I won't stand. I'll just stand.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, Andy, thank you very much. I can't see because the light's in my eyes, but wherever you are, thank you very much for devoting like 6 weeks of your life out in the snow and cold and rough conditions, bandaging people up and just being a medic, and that's really brave and self-sacrificing, and I really appreciate it. So this poem's just from the Observer, you know, looking at updates and crying at her little desk in a warm home. Standing Rock. They arrive with no bayonets, no guns, no ammunition, no country, no reason to yield, every reason to stand tall. Behind them, the ghosts of the cavalry admit their centuries of mistakes and touch old warriors' shoulders. Together, they fight the black snake.
I hope.
On a lighter note, I love the mountains in Oregon and Washington. I did a little traveling this weekend. Hood and Rainier. She is tied with the Matterhorn for most iconic mountain shape. Site-specific, guarding her city and rivers, her sharp edges covered with satin snow reflect sun brilliantly. For years, she has enjoyed a good-natured rivalry with him. He towers over her up north. Broad, white, massive, not as blinding bright, not as sheer-sighted, but full of imposing ridges and oceans of snow, visible for miles and miles, each near enough to a fault line to end up like their sainted sister who blew her top off. I hope their cores stay cool enough so their competition continues for millennia. All right, I just wrote this. And it might suck, but I'm going to try it.
It doesn't suck.
Well, it might, yeah.
Awesome.
I haven't heard yet. With my little chicken scratches. 28 years is 7 times 4 years, or 4 times 7 years is a long time to not see your eyes crinkle when you smile. We hug and claim, "You've aged well, honey," and avoid dwelling on the painful subjects. Your hips still sway as we walk through the walk-through Christmas light display, talking, giggling, taking pictures. Your belly, which I always viewed as your connection to the ocean goddess, now holds benign yet large tumors that you cover gracefully with scarves. We lived on the edge, broke. Sometimes I fed your cats brown rice and yeast, and they shit all over the porch. Our roommates wanted us out of the house. Sometimes, then other times when cash flowed, cat food was plentiful and spread to the entire household. I washed mountains of dishes for everyone and their lovers for hours. Hours later, my lovers fucked me in the basement while we were high on acid. You never kicked me out with my saucer eyes and babbling nonsense. In 1986, we stayed up all night talking about our ideas of past lives together, interspersed with uncontrollable giggling while watching 80s MTV. In 2016, later that night, we ended up in a ridiculously bad other Christmas festival. We were forced to drive through for miles in line, bumper to bumper, and mixed our commentary about how fucking negligent Medicare is, interspersed with giggling as to how our lives still make little sense, but luckily still contain chaotic love.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, indeed. I'm glad to see you're feeling better, too, by the way. Just wanted to add. Man, this time of the year is definitely rough.
It's challenging.
Yeah, it is. But you know, I like a good challenge. Yeah, those are beautiful. Those are freaking awesome. Are you gonna come out with another book anytime soon? You should. All of you should. You guys are brilliant!
Everybody do a book!
Yes. I want a library of books by people I know. That'd be awesome. It'd be amazing. You're like, yes. Look at all these talented people. Plus now I have a bunch of good books to read. Anyway, we got 2 performers left, and then I'm going to read a bonus poem.
Woo! Yeah!
Will!
Woo! Woo!
I missed you guys so much. Yeah, sorry I haven't made it, but I got moved into a new place, and so I have that until the end of January, and then gonna be looking for somebody. Like, I clean a lot, and I contribute $200 a month in food stamps. So somebody ought to pick me up eventually, because I'm like really chill. So Anna mentioned stand-up comedy in her little thing, and I was just gonna read this poem, but then when she mentioned that, it occurred to me I've been working on this joke for a little while, and I mean it's based off a real experience. So how many of you guys do like the how many of you guys like the Grateful Dead? 1, 2, all right, a couple, yeah, right on. So for those of you who don't know, when you're listening to the Grateful Dead, you usually listen to the live stuff. Like, you can listen to albums, and it's fine, but like live Grateful Dead is just always the best to listen to. Like, yeah. So I came back from a Grateful Dead cover band show. I still had about 4 hours of tripping left, so I'm like, I'm going pretty good. Everything's pretty awesome. I'm like, I'm gonna listen to the Grateful Dead. I'm pulling up all these old recordings of like the tape recordings, that they would just let the crowd do, and with the magic of YouTube, they could have cut out all these long applause bits where people are just applauding for a minute straight. But I get there to the end of the song, and I'm just hanging out on my back porch looking at stuff, and all of a sudden it's just clapping and clapping for a really long time, and I kind of forget that I was listening to music, and I'm like, why is everybody clapping? I know I'm really good at getting fucked up, you guys, but you don't need to clap this hard. I'm so good at getting fucked up. Yeah, so I'm thinking about trying to do stand-up comedy and mostly have it be LSD based, but that was one joke that I've been working on. So I wanted to make you laugh. Now I'm gonna make you cry. I just wrote this. I've been playing with this idea in my head for a couple of days, and I finally got it out today. It's been a week since I've written a poem. I'd be happy if it were 2. I'd be really fucking happy if it wasn't another poem about you, but such is not the case. I've been struggling to keep pace with myself. I'm quite the head case, post-haste to displace the self, the ego. It's been 2 weeks since I've written a poem. I'm trying to go to 3. I'm trying not to write another poem about stupid fucking me, but here I am, writing, slowly writing in, surmising and contemplating, overacting and overstating, refraining the same refrain of self-hatred and disdain. I fucking love pain. I love fucking pain. Pain loves fucking me. Trying to kill any happiness that I contain, but life, like me, is a horrible fucking monster. I haven't written a poem in 3 weeks, and I'm straining to go 4. But sometimes I don't even think I want to write anymore. The soul I poured into my work came back with only the core left. Less than bereft, that's what I did expect, but I didn't expect to feel dead inside. Which I don't think is a symptom of the poetry. The hollow core has given me somewhere to hide. The self I confide, for I think him the only one I can trust. The bowl's burned to dust, I just need to pack another. Instead of staring at an empty bowl in sheer wonder of why it's not full, there's a garden I need to cull and rake the dead leaves of trees that once stood. The only thing about me that I ever thought was good. I was sad to see it die, but now that I've grieved, it's time to move on. I can't let one rainy night keep me from the new dawn, so I'll keep writing poems and I'll keep writing songs. I'll scream with my soul all fucking night long, even if it all was wrong. If I keep making art, everything will be all right. Thank you, guys.
Art definitely helps.
It doesn't hurt.
It doesn't hurt. Well, I mean, it can hurt. It can hurt. Like if you work really hard on something, hurt your hands, or if like people can see stuff in it that you can't see, and you just go, oh, this is shit. What are you talking about? You know, whatever. Fuck it. You know, I mean, I don't know. It's weird. Like I kind of go all over the place with the sort of stuff I do. Like I write a bunch of poetry. I write stories. I got a book series. Blah blah blah. You know, I'm a big dreamer. I don't know if any of it's gonna go anywhere. But whenever I change mediums, I suddenly can't write as much because my brain's more focused on other things. Like I don't know. Like during Halloween. House of Horrors, amazing. Fucking fantastic, but extremely stressful. Extremely stressful, you know. And during that time, I had writer's block. So, like, you know, it feels good though, you know. And I'd like to encourage anyone. You get anxious, whatever, anything, any of that nasty shit. Write it down. It's okay to write about ourselves, you know. It's normal. And it's healthy, and it always helps me out when I'm under a lot of stress. If I can just, you know, just let it come out, and even if I hate it, I can just delete it or whatever. You know, it's healthy. And I recommend it. Do something creative every day. I've been bantering too long. We got one more poet. Yes, Eric! Eric, come on up here. Say your snarky, calming, dry humor. Come on up. Well, it's good to see you, man. See you later.
Thank you, James.
Take it away.
It's good to see you, too. I can't see you right now, but it's usually good to see you.
I'm here.
You're here again. Right. This first poem is called Man of Science, Og. The time of cavemen, 2000 BC. Lightning strikes a tree, leaves a burning fire. Og stood by in awe and felt the warmth of new desire. Og, man of science, me bring fire into cave. Hypothesis, we be warm forever, and all know Og is brave. He grabbed a burning branch, a trailblazer made his way to the mouth of his cave. Thog stood to block his path. You fool, you'll doom us all. Og scoffed and say, Thog do not understand. Eternal march of progress never stop for mortal man. Og, you're depraved. I will not let you enter and bring ruin to our cave. Luddites all the same, Og thought. Thog Zimmermaned and stood his ground. They fought. Og forced Thog back with flame. Then in that moment stepped around and dashed deep into the cave. He tossed the fire to the ground, embers spreading, crackled, growing higher. Og thought, man, now unshackled. Still the flames grew higher. We must run, Thog did exclaim, and combusted, burned to dust, all the world aflame. Og made his way outside the cave, the mountain glowed red. All Og knew was dead, Og undone. He cried in pain and shouted, what has science done? But still man launches fireworks, never learning fire hurts. Burning, burning. This next poem is about my job as a Doko delivery driver, and I love it, and it gives me a sense of satisfaction in my life, a sense that it makes me whole. This poem is titled Re-Education Through Doko, or They Treated Me Like a Donkey. A donkey is what I became. Calzones are like humans. They're all the same to me. I'm just a dough donkey. Keep my head down and keep moving. There's vomit frozen to the ground. I must be in the college part of town. Kids concerned with higher learning, stomachs burning, smoke inhalation, concerned with education. They stumble all around, they fumble to the ground, unaware of any danger. Yet they have so much to live for, depending on their major. Most will order Doko, some will never tip. I understand and I don't mind. Still, they should look me in the eyes and just call me a piece of shit. It's only common courtesy. I'm just a dough donkey. But from time to time, I do consider homicide, should I ever lose it. Madman mows down 4 college kids in prime of life and 1 accounting student. The lifeless body lying still, he reckoned with his numbers, then he reckoned with my grill. One day, a man can dream. For now, I'm just a dough donkey. This isn't a poem, it's just sort of a short story. Do you ever wonder what Donald Trump and Vladimir Putin talk about when they bathe together? Vladdy, listen to this fanfic I wrote. It's about the show I watched. Terrific show, excellent writing. But I wanted to make it great. Listen. Rainbow Dash was in her penthouse stable in Equestria, and things were great, except for the terrorism. That behooved her, get it? I'm a funny guy, lad. So she, because of the terrorism, she gallops for president. And, oh, sorry, it's all smudged and covered in soap bubbles. But if I remember what was on it, how it went, which I do remember because I wrote it, she starts a relationship with this beautiful horse, Russian Red. And Red is from the ex-Clippity-Cloppity Pony Union, and he hates terrorism too. Donnie, please. I know what you mean. Putin winks, and Donnie sinks into the bubble bath. Putin moans, and Trump pops up. I learned that at Trump U. And I cannot wait to Trump you. He winks. Putin pushes him back under the water. We will see who trumps who very soon, Donnie.
Wow. Such a mysterious ending. That was epic.
Thank you. You were amazing. That was amazing. Okay. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh, if only all the Trump phones could be that too. Oh man. When are you gonna make me a book? Jeez. This has been quite the night, I gotta say. All of you are amazing.
You too, James.
You guys are amazing. You gals are amazing. You non-binary creatures are amazing. Binary, robotic people, factory farmed are amazing. God, binaries and number stores. I don't get it. I love you guys. Eric, holy shit, man. Got me laughing so hard I almost sat down laughing because I would have fallen over. Well, I happen to have a bonus poem for y'all.
Yeah.
It's another holiday poem, I guess, because, I gotta stick to this sneezing. And then I'm gonna go backstage.
Just wait with
Alright, I entered the stage, yeah. Ugh, curtain jag! Curtain jag! Woo! Get this chair out of my face!
Oh no.
Put it at that table. Okay. By the leaves of an oak tree, we see the world around us. Windy breezes and gravity play a part in the unity of acorns. Autumn is the best time to leave town. Less danger. The highway hasn't frozen over yet. People aren't quite rushing. The holiday season has not yet peaked into cacophonous disrepair. of low-income jobs and pseudo-ideals on current generation video games. According to many statisticians, crime is at its peak during the heat of summer. But when the wind chills your bones and suddenly ignorance is suicide, cotton socks hold no warmth. Wool pants are itchy, but worth it. Presidential campaigns invade every sense, the national dating game. And you're either the bachelor or the blind contestant. One of those candidates is a talented serial killer, charming personality, joyous, boisterous, fanged, horny, thoroughly ready to make your worst nightmare seem as fun as making a snowman out of powdered sugar and baking soda. Money speaks louder than reason. Oh, God, this is a political poem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyone have like a puke bucket for me? Okay, I guess not. All right. That's the secret. Become a lobbyist or a marketing expert. Dominate the race with debates in 3D, pay-per-view debates. The poor who get presents at the Salvation Army will have to save up just to know who the next abusive oligarchical boyfriend will be. Or you could watch Charlie Brown disappoint all of his friends. What kind of miracle is a snowstorm? Tell me! Shut the fuck up. Okay, if anyone calls me on this, I am going to definitely throw a chair. All right. Chair. You don't. I really don't want to throw a chair, but I will. God. See, put your problems on ice, or use liquid nitrogen. I would prefer to run far away from the public office. Help yourself to the buffet, but not the soup kitchen. There's only so many donations. Who says honesty doesn't kill? Let them sleep in the rain. Keep them off the sidewalks, away from the customers. Build an electric barrier that determines current rates and values of each individual's bank history. Bad credit? No voice. Spare change? No voice. Spare a little consent? For the future? How about some endless Christmas music for the next 2 months? Keep the listeners lulled and annoyed. Rush on into Target, Best Buy, Walmart. Blowout liquidation. Free liposuction to every 20 people. Get in quick and turn down NPR. Turn up Fox News. They always had the entertaining stories, solid fiction. Creating friction, but not on the icy streets of almost winter. Christmas never changes. It's always the same. Thanksgiving drags on for a couple of weeks, but Christmas, it saturates the market like a chemical spill in a warehouse. Oh, how sweet it is! And there may be 4 variations: St. Nicholas, Santa Claus, Kris Kringle, Jack Frost, the Killer Snowman, President Malcontent. It's all so old, so jaded. The best part of this time of the year is New Year's, because then we can mark where we want to be. Until the great tax flood of 2017. So get your inflatable raft and a stick of dynamite. Go fishing, army style. Feed the kin. Kill the lakes and the forest. Scream YOLO! At the top of your lungs. That'll make it seem like these actions are okay. Do whatever helps you sleep at night. And while you're at it, shut the fuck up about this. It's not happy holidays, it's merry ignorance. Get a brain, 50% off this Black Friday. See, there aren't any kids in the audience, so see, audience members, for performers, this is why you don't smoke a lot of cigarettes. Because then you'll sound like this. This has been page 2 poetry at the Cush Cafe. I will see you next Tuesday. I gotta go smoke a carton of smokes. I'm trying to preserve my body so I look young when I'm dead.
We'll have a whole carton of smokes. Hell yeah, I'll eat them by the handful.
All right.
Same time next week.